WWE Raw, the last Raw before WrestleMania went down tonight, and these are the juicy bits. But before we start, make sure you're subscribed with all notifications on so you don't miss out on the fun. Let's get into it.
What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, so what went down? Well, the show started out with Becky, the Man Lynch, Lita, Trish, they all coming out onto Miz TV. And Miz TV, you know, is the perfect place for something to go down. And something did go down, but not before the man had an opportunity to insult once again Miz and his tiny balls. Crowd is once again chanting tiny balls. And the Miz is like, no, I've got massive balls. My wife can confirm this. And then Becky says, your wife must didn't get around much earlier on in the years before she met you. Basically, insult, huge, applaud, good stuff. Damage Control enters the scene, of course, like Damage Control does, the big party poopers they are. And then Bayley says, you know what? Trish and Lita, you meant something maybe like 20 years ago. She basically insults him and says, you're old news. That's really what the gist of it was. But then Trish is like, you know what? This belt on Lita's shoulder there says she's someone now. So Trish is looking a little bit kind of lonely without a belt of her own. Does that mean she's going to become heel? There's been rumors. Is she going to get a belt? Is she going to go for the championship? That would be dope. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. The man, Io Sky, in a match. That's what goes down after all the jihiba that happened earlier. And of course, Becky got the W with an ankle slam. It was pretty dope. But you knew that was going to happen, right? Who did you think was going to win? But question mark, does that now mean that Damage Control is going to win at Mania? Because there's kind of this thing that happens, you know, whoever wins before kind of actually loses at the show of shows, that kind of situation.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
So next up, Seth is backstage, and Seth is talking to Positive Ali. I think that's his new gimmick now. I kind of like it because it's positive. Anywho, so, you know, basically he reminds, you know, Seth reminds, sorry, I don't know who, blah, 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 but Seth reminds Muhammad Ali. I said Muhammad Ali.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Seth reminds Mustafa Ali that you wanted to fight me like a few months ago or something. And so Seth reminds him, and Ali's like, no, that's not what I was here talking about now. That was ages ago. Anyways, they end up having a match. The match goes down. Of course, Seth gets a W. Seth does this crazy stomp in the corner of the ring where, like, Mustafa's hanging, like, dangling like a Christmas tree ornament. And then Seth does some crazy freaking reverse Uno stomp on his face or something. and he falls down. And then that wasn't good enough for Seth, so he takes him to the center ring, stomps him again, gets the W. And you know that's what's going to probably happen to Logan on the show of shows. I hate to say it, but I just think Seth, he's got to get the W, right? I mean, he's been taking a lot of L's. He's been getting punched in the face so many times. I think this is his moment to get a little bit of revenge, you know? So we'll see what happens. I can't wait. Brock and Omos weigh-in. That goes down. And it really goes down because, hey, guess who's down 6 pounds? It seems like freaking Omos has lost a little weight. He's only 410 pounds now. Wow, he's really taking this match serious. I don't think he's really worried, though, to be honest, because he's just looking like a beast against the beast. So what does that make Brock now? Well, let me tell you what makes Brock. Brock is looking like a bit of a freaking Scooby-Doo, where are you kind of situation, because I don't know what happened to the beast that I know. The beast has taken some L's. I mean, matter of fact, he was running, trying to knock Omos off of his feet, and he almost slipped. You see what I did? Almost slipped, because he's fighting Omos, and the Omos and the... Anywho, so he couldn't do it, but then freaking Omos managed to get a big kick, knock Brock down to the ground. I can't believe this is happening. This is really making me cry because Brock, you know, I love Brock. And then after that, Brock ends up out the ring almost looking like he wants to throw the scale, the big weigh-in scale thing, at Brock. Brock is looking like shook. I mean, Brock is shook, dude. I ain't never seen Brock look so shook in my entire life. Brock is like... The crowd is chanting, Suplex City. Suplex City. And you would think that meant that something really awesome was going to happen, like Brock goes and suplex Omos, but nope, that didn't even look like it was almost going to happen. You see what I did there, almost again?
That's what she said.
A lot of promos tonight. Rhea cut a promo, and she said it comes down to her destiny and Charlotte's legacy. But guess what? Nothing's going to stop her from becoming the champion. I think that Rhea's definitely going to win that one. I'm going to do a predictions little video. So make sure you're subscribed with all notifications on. And give this video a like so that, you know, it helps with the algo. And more of you can get to hear my freaking greatness. Or mediocreness, whichever you think it is. Just don't judge. It's not nice to judge.
A few moments later.
Cody cut another promo saying that Solo's not ready, reinforcing the idea that Solo is not ready. Theory promo was awesome in the middle of like a big stadium with no one there, or arena, or wherever they are. But you know, he was there in the ring. No one. Zero. Kabuto. Nobody. But it was a great promo. He actually sounded like someone very confident, like he knew he was going to get the W. And you know what? I have a theory. I did it again. Oh my gosh, I'm on a roll.
What the fuck?
I have a theory that he might actually pull it off, because this was very convincing. I think he's starting to make me into a believer, man. And you know, he said that he doesn't need anybody. That's why the point of him being there, he doesn't do this for everyone else. He's doing it for himself. He's making a point to Cena, and Cena was kind of like, maybe there because you couldn't see him along with the audience. So there's that. Heyman decides to cut a promo, and Heyman's promo is like the little kid who's the bully at kids, saying, you are, what you say is what you are, trying to freaking use some Jedi mind trick convincing Cody that now he's not the one ready. Heyman's promo is basically Cody's promo, but reverse Uno tag to say that you're not ready. Playing some Jedi stuff, dude, trying to trick. Now Cody's probably going to be out there like, maybe I'm not ready. Or so you think. I don't think so. Cody is freaking ready, and I think Cody is going to get the W because he has some great momentum thanks to the match, Cody and Solo. This went down. Oh yes, it's true. It's damn true. They went down. They did their thing. They had a lot of fun. And just when you thought that this was going to be a fair fight, one-on-one, of course the Usos appeared. Hi Usos, how are you? Didn't expect you. Psych. Yes, I did. Usos appear, and then they come in around the ring, but guess who? KO and Sammy also appears, and then they go and they're all fighting it out and stuff, doing all their things. The fight just goes nuts. I think they end up backstage somewhere, and then Cody ends up getting the W with his famous crossroads. Crossroads for the W. I would like to point out that this is the first time that Solo has lost in a very, very, very long time, like ever. As far as a matter of fact, since he's been called up, he hasn't lost. He's undefeated. Well, he was undefeated. So that's what happens when you attempt to do everything solo. Stop it! Stop it!
Stop it.
But guess what? Cody is undefeated. He is going into WrestleMania with great momentum. As I said, he's going in there undefeated. And I think that all the stars may align in the sky and we might see a new guy with the belts. I do. I really do. I was going to rhyme something there, and then I kind of went blank for a second, and I haven't had anything to eat today. So just forgive me for being a little bit. I also haven't had any sleep. Can I give more excuses? You knew Dom was coming out, and Dom came out with Damien, and Dom freaking reminded everyone that the hit that freaking just was heard around the world. It was the hit of a father to his loving son, his cute loving son. Oh, not exactly that cute or loving anymore though, huh? Yeah, because he deserved a hit if you ask me. I meant Ray. Yeah, he's not really freaking a bad father, but unfortunately, Dom thinks so. I think Dom really believes this. I think Dom really believes that his dad really is a deadbeat. He already says that he wishes Eddie was really his father. He says it. He says, I've never said this out loud. I'm pretty sure I heard him say this out loud just a couple weeks ago. But he said it out loud. And he says it. And let me tell you, that must have been hard for Ray to hear. But it is what it is, you know. Sometimes in life, you raise a freaking a-hole of a kid. And he comes out and he turns out to be a huge disappointment. And then he wants to fight you in Mania. Freaking hell. Sucks to be you, Ray.
Oh! Ew!
But let's talk about what went down afterwards. Because Ray, Damien, they're doing their match. Of course. Sorry. Did I say Ray and Damien? I did. I was right. Ray and Damien are doing their match. Of course, Dom interferes. Ray's on the top rope. He's getting ready to freaking do what Ray does. Some frog splash. And then he ended up fat in his face. Match is disqualified. They start fighting and all that kind of stuff. Also, I'd like to point out earlier that Dom also said that, you know, you're an embarrassment to our name, this and that, whatever. And after WrestleMania, the family name will be his. Mysterio name will be his. So I guess he's banking on he's going to win and he's going to become the sole surviving Mysterio. I know this match is really going to be full of mystery. Oh, huh. Yeah, that one didn't really work that well. But then Andre the Giant memorial promo backstage. There's a few of the boys back there. Elias there, you know. Elias is confident he's going to get the W, but then Bobby Lashley steps in. It's like, oh, so you think you got it on lock, huh? And then basically Bobby confirms that he will be there at the Andre Giant Rumble on SmackDown this Friday. And I think we're going to see Bobby come out with the W, because I'm hoping, I'm praying, please, powers that be, give us some Bobby and Bray somehow still. Please, Bray, please, let this be a work. Dear Lord, let Bray come out and play his puppets today, some way. Hey, I would pay. Alright, I'm done. Gunther squashed Ziggler, of course. That was going to be the outcome in their match. And at the end, Gunther says, this is going to be your fate. Talking about Drew and Sheamus. So basically Ziggler's lying there, not moving. Like, he looks like, you remember when everyone's doing that plank thing and playing dead on the plank line flat thing, or that weird trend or something? Ziggler was playing it. I guess he got hit so hard, he thought it was freaking 6 years ago. Moving on, KO and Sammy says they're going to accomplish the biggest thing they ever accomplished when they become the tag team champions. I think they're going to win. I hope they're going to win. It's time for the Usos to, you know, go and visit a different island of relevancy somewhere else. I don't know. They need a break. So does Roman. So I hope the good guys win. It's kind of one of those things, though. They have been doing a great job. Ultimately, this was a fantastic Raw, the perfect way to start WrestleMania weekend. If I was going to rate this, and I'm not saying this because I'm biased or anything, like I'm a super duper WWE fan, but if I was to rate this, I would give it a 9.432.7. That's how good it was. Out of 10, of course. Because I was out of 100, that wouldn't be a good score, you know what I mean? High five? No. Little one? Maybe a beep. But a beep, beep. Nah. Alright. Sometimes, as they say, a good time has come to an end. So much this video, but before we do, let me also just give you two last bits of information. Number one, I love you. Number 2, I want you to subscribe. I really do. Look, I just think you should. I think you should do it. I think it's going to be rewarding. I think you're going to have a good time. We're going to grow together. We're going to get really freaking just good at connecting, you and I. And I think this could be the start of a great relationship. I also think if you press that like button, you might get 1,000 years good luck. I don't know. I heard it from the grapevine. Ooh, that should be a song. Anyways, thank you guys for joining Juicy Bits. I love you. And as always, remember to want the fullest. Keep it off tap. We out.
I'm falling. Tell me why.